You said earlier that it helped you as a single mom. In what ways did it help you? I mean, listening to his music.
Keep your head up. When I got a baby.
Yeah, keep your head up, and songs like that, and just knowing who his mom was and how strong she was, and his family's history and stuff. I wish that I could be a fourth of the woman that Feeney was, just Pac's history. I don't love him just from his music. I love him as a person as a whole, and where he came from and his family, and Feeney and Matulu, and what they stood for and what they did, and the things that Feeney did in the 60s and 70s to be such a strong, beautiful black woman. I don't think I could be nowhere near as courageous as she was, The things that she did in the 70s to fight racism and stand up for her people, and the things that she did, and to start the breakfast program, and it's just everything. So it's not just him and his music, but it's encompassed in a whole.
Because at 17, when Pac moved to Oakland, he found out teen pregnancy was very high. So in his high school, he started a program to help teens pregnancy at 17.
Right, that's pretty well.
And, I mean, he been through a lot, and but he accomplished a lot. That's what I have a problem when people only reduce him to Heat 'Em Up. That was an amazing song.
Right.
But to reduce him to just a East Coast, West Coast rap beef battle rapper.
Right.
I'm there's so much more to that man.
Yeah.
And so, because for me, when I first met, I was in Haiti. I have family here, my cousins. They would send me tapes of Tupac, and they would translate the lyrics from English to French Creole for me. That's how I first met him. And when I was there in the mid-90s, we will write his name on the wall as graffiti. We will try to draw his face on the wall. He has such an impact for us, the same way Bob Marley is. Bob Marley is beyond reggae music, and I believe Pac is beyond hip hop. You know what I mean? He's much more than that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that people don't know about Pac. I don't know if you know who Gonzo is, but
yeah, I know Gonzo is.
Gonzo was on death row, and Gonzo is unfortunately gone as well. But he told me that Gonzo's mom had a drug problem, and Tupac didn't, confront him and say, here's the money for you. He quietly went and gave Sharitha Knight an envelope with money in it for rehab for Gonzo's mother. And he not only did he pay for the rehab, but he also paid for, things that you might need when you're in a rehab, like extra clothes or, snacks. Gave extra, not just enough for the rehab. So when Gonzo went to death row one day, Sharitha just, privately said, here, this is from Tupac, this is for your mother. And it was more than enough money to pay for her rehab. So, he did things like that privately and quietly. And when he would see single mothers, at a grocery store or something, he would walk up and, put stacks of money in their hand. But he wasn't on the news. He wasn't, doing that for clout or whatever. He did that because he cared, and it wasn't for recognition.
Right.
And, I'm sure you heard the story about the kids that were dancing in his videos and stuff, and he paid for some of their dance classes and stuff. But he didn't talk about that in his interviews or anything. He did all that privately, and that's another thing that I loved about him. He was very misunderstood, and he had a big heart, and I told Afeni that as well.
Yeah. So do you stay in contact with any of his family?
Yeah, I'm good friends with his cousin Billy.
Okay.
Is that William Listen?
Yeah, William Lassane. Okay. Yeah, he's a good friend of mine.
Yeah, we tried to get him on the show, but we will get him in a couple of weeks. I would love to talk to him. Yes.
Yeah. That would be great. Yeah. Do you see him often, or you just like stay in contact through like
social media
or whatever? Yeah.
I've had Tupac parties, and he comes to the parties, and I see him from time to time. He invited me to the Dear Mama premiere. I went to the Dear Mama premiere with him.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Well, listen, next year, can we be invited to the Tupac party too?
Right?
Jesus.
Hey, if you want to come, I'm thinking about doing one in Oakland next year. So if you want to come to Oakland, we're talking about having one in Oakland next year.
Yes.
And I'm hoping that Tretch and Billy will be there. Tretch has been at both of my pop parties. So if you want to come, we'll be in Oakland.
Yep.
Yeah, because Oakland, you got Way Love, you got Richie Rich, you got Spice One. Those are these guys Pac used to be friends with way back in the day. Like those. Hey, that would be great.
Yeah.
that would be heaven for me.
Right. Yeah. For sure.
Yes.
So, what other celebrities?
Well, we'll stay in contact and come on down, come on and visit with us, and that's what I do these parties for. It's for the fans from all over the world. Anybody who wants to come, get together and celebrate his life. That's why I throw the parties. It's to remember him and celebrate him and his legacy.
Well, we'll be in Illinois this August, so we'll stop by. Yes. Go ahead.
What other celebrities have you met? Have you
I met Snoop Dogg and his wife. I've met all of Naughty by Nature.
Okay.
Vinny and KG and Tretch. I've met Fatal, Edie, Nobe. I've met Gobi.
Okay.
I don't know, I can't remember right off the top of my head.
It's a good list.
I met one from Snowfall. He was real cool.
Nice.
I met both of Snoop's sons. I can't remember off the top of my head.
That's pretty cool.
That's a
really
cool list. Yeah, it's a really good list.
So I have a question. You don't have to answer, but who's your favorite outlaws besides Pac? We're not talking about Pac.
Who's my favorite outlaw?
Yeah. Or do you think who do you think had more skills?
Probably Fatal.
Yeah. Because to me, I think it was between Gaddafi and Fatal. I think those two, they would have been the one that's take off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably say Fatal.
Yeah, Fatal was base.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, that's
I think
cool.
Fatal was very raw and real, like Pac was.
He was,
Yeah.
I mean, we just, well, he's not outlaw, but we just finished interview the realest. We have a video going on right now, the realest, and he was part of Death Row. He sounds just like Pac.
Yeah.
So that was a good interview.
Mm-hmm.
You need, feel the vibe of this reggae. You my love, my life. This intense beat, the soul thanks you.